Alright, you ready for another one? Alright. Here's what we're doing this one because I'm running out of room here. Alright, Paco has his trundle wheel, and he knew it has a diameter of 6 feet, and he's taken this trundle wheel and split it into 11 pieces. So all I've done here is, instead of writing it out in word form, I've just kind of spoken it and then written down the important pieces. Paco has a trundle wheel, has a diameter of 6 feet, and he's broken it into 11 equal pieces. Okay? He's actually measuring the length and width of his classroom at school. He wants to know how big his classroom is. So he's measured the length of it, and he's measured the width of it. And I always like to kind of organize my information in a table or a chart of some kind. Keeps me a lot more organized. Okay? Alright, so as far as the measurements go, he knows how many full rotations and how many pieces it's taken for each of these things for him to measure. Okay? So for the length of his classroom, it took him 7 full rotations and 4 pieces. And for the width of his classroom, it only took him 5 full rotations and 9 pieces. And I want to know, obviously, what are these distances? So I'm asking you to find out the total distances. And I'm going to kind of walk through you on this one. Alright, so, first things first, I have to find the circumference, correct? Alright, so, circumference, and I'm going to have to be moving this screen up and down. I don't have quite enough room to write. Circumference, we're given diameter in this case, right? So we've got pi times diameter, which is 3.14 times 6. Now this one you could do on paper. This one isn't too bad to do out on paper. So you get 18.84 feet. Alright? Alright, I'm going to do the length all 3 different ways, and then I'm going to do the width my favorite way. Alright, so to find the length, 3 ways. First way, in fraction form. We're going to look back up. It took 7 full rotations and 4 pieces when I have 11 pieces total. So I'm going to take 7 full rotations, those 4 pieces out of the 11 total, and multiply that by our circumference. And that's it for fraction form. A lot of people find fraction form the easiest because all they do is kind of move the numbers around. Okay, so I'm trying to do this out on my calculator here. Again, you guys have your ABC button that you're welcome to use. And you should get 138.73. 138.73 feet. That is a very large classroom. I obviously didn't pick good numbers there. 138 feet long. Right? If I do it in decimal form, again, I've got 7 full rotations, I've got 4 pieces, and 11 pieces total. So first things first, I'm going to take 11 and divide it by 4. And that's going to give me 2.75. Hang on, I did that backwards, didn't I? Thanks for, telling me that, guys. Take 4 divided by 11 to get that in decimal form. And that gives me 0.36. So all I'm going to do is take 7.36 times 18.84. And I should get extremely close to what I had before. If I don't, that's going to tell me that something has kind of gone wrong here. Aha! I do get very close. I get 138.66. Very, very close. Alright? And then the third way, my 2-step way. Let's get purple on here just for Sharon. Alright. 2-step way, first of all, my 7 full rotations times the 18.84. And this is one, again, you could do on paper with this, but you're welcome to do that one on calculator. That gives me 131.88. And then I have to take that 18.84, divide it by the 11 pieces to figure out how much each one is. And I get, for each piece, about 1.71 feet. Each of those 11 pieces, 1.71 feet each. So I take my 1.71 feet times my 4 pieces, and I get 6.84 feet on that one. So now I've got my full rotations length and my pieces, how much they measured. I just add these two together, and we should get, again, extremely close to the other answers. And in this case, we're going to get 138.72, which is close enough to the other 3 answers. Where's that third one? There it is. Okay, all 3 of these are so extremely close to each other, I will take any of these 3 answers. So, up here for total distance, you can use any of these you want, but that would work. Alright? Now, personally, I like the fraction way just because it seems easier to me, but that's just me. Okay? So I'm going to do the third one, or to find the width of the classroom, I'm going to do just fraction version. Alright? Our circumference is still the same. We're still using the same circle. Right? But all I'm going to do is take 5 and 9/11ths times my circumference. So I take 5 and, was it 9/11ths times my circumference of 18.84, and I get 109.61 feet. If you do it either of the other 2 ways, again, you're welcome to. You should get very, very, very close to that answer. Alright, see you the next video for your practice problems.